Dallas has the unique ability to make. They have the unique ability to make a strength when having a top 5 receiver superpower. We're bringing in Ted McMillan because now you can't. This will open up the run game, so you can't double team CD. You can't roll coverage to CD because Ted McMillan. People aren't talking about how Ted wins, and I'll just give you guys my scouting report on Ted.
May I interject before you get that scouting report? Is Mr. Wright talking about in free agency, or is he talking about the draft? Because the draft is still a crap shot.
But I'll
Is
be
he talking
honest
about
with you, brother.
legit weapon?
Legit weapon would be in the draft. Law, because to be honest, this free agency class weapon wise, who are the weapons? Nick Chubb, Chris Godwin. If you look, there really aren't guys free agent wise that you're going to bring in and that are going to change your life.
That's why it would have to be the trade route.
Yeah, it would have to be the trade or the free agency. Or draft. And drafting, there are players in this draft that will help your team day one weaponry wise, right? If they're used correctly. Ted McMillan, Ashton Jeanty, Matthew Golden, I believe, not the way Ted will win because you got to think Ted already has an NFL body. So people they're looking at a guy and they're going to say, oh, he's going to run a 4.5. He doesn't separate. I don't care. He's 6'5". If you can't get him the ball, he wins in a way where body positioning. You don't ask LeBron to be the best dribbler. You ask LeBron to go get rebounds, dunk on people. That's what you ask him to do. In this offense, he will win on end breakers consistently because he's playing against a number 2 corner. Let's talk about the Commanders. They don't have a number 1 corner. Let's talk about the Giants. They don't have a number 1 corner. I like Philly's corners. I don't think that they were attacked enough. We saw Jonathan Mingo run past Quinyon Mitchell, so they're not that great. It's you have to attack.
I love the hate.
So at the end of the day, you bring in a Ted McMillan with the speed you already have in a Turpin, with the playmaking ability that you already have in CD. Now you can stick CD in the slot all game and let him run in breakers and do what he does because Ted can consistently win on the outside. So he's one weapon that can help you right now. He's better than all the free agent receivers that are out. Chris Godwin coming off that injury, he's better than him. If you can give me another receiver that's better.
Here's why I don't put too much stock in the draft situation because that is intangible. That is I get what you're saying. Because that is all subjective thoughts when you're talking about a rookie coming in and being able to flip the franchise over, right? That's all I'm saying. Yeah, but I get it. I like that, but I still have to see it in order to
here's my line of thinking, right?
Right.
I hear you, Law, but think about it. Zeke came in and really did flip the franchise. I know Zeke year 1, 1,300 yards.
Right.
Crazy work. Like if CD didn't have Michael Gallup and Amari Cooper on his team, CD probably would have had 1,200 yards a rookie. He had 900. It's been done, and you have the quarterback in Dak Prescott. If nothing else, Dak with a big body, we're fine. I mean, look what he did with somebody like Bryce Butler. We're fine. Ted is way better than Bryce Butler. So at the end of the day, I believe that weaponry, you need to get your weapons in the draft. You need to fix your defense in free agency.
Skill positions are the easiest position to come in and make an immediate impact. I think skill positions, especially in current day NFL, where it's a much more spread out game, it's easier for those guys to come in as rookies and make an impact versus someone in the trenches or, a guy that's playing like a low priority position. Guys that are going to be in positions, they're going to have high volume activity like corners, receivers, running backs. Those guys, they have the most capability of making that immediate impact. So I think regardless of if it's a rookie or a vet, if they're put in position where they have to make plays, it's either sink or swim regardless.
My only concern on the running back, if Genty's there, passing on him, is you don't get Genty then. And then the next 2 backs go late first or early in the second, right before Dallas picks. Then we hear we just didn't really like those guys at 2. So you're not getting that guy in the second. And then he gets to the third. They didn't fit. And where did I come up with this? Because I've heard it for the last 2 years draft. This isn't nothing new that they need a running back. So I'm just putting that out there to brace you for this possibility. So
real talk.
Right. And you know what, John? I have thought about. You are absolutely right. And I'm not of the. That's where I think Dallas would legit have to go receiver, running back. Like that's why I said, that's why I said, Law, I'm okay with even if you want to get I was looking at some of the free agent offensive linemen. If you want to do that, but I don't. I'm with AOC. We're not drafting a lineman. This is not the draft to draft a lineman. That's out. Offensive lineman done. And I think Clayton Adams and Steven are telling us, like, bro, we are fine with this line. We're gonna coach this line up. Then when you talk about defensive tackle, I'm out on defensive tackle too, Law, because these guys aren't transcendent players. Even Mason Graham has been falling out of top 10s, and now you're starting to see his name floated around. The one really is edge, but I think about it, I'm like, listen, you have Sam Williams shelved.
Right.
You have D-Law that you could probably get back on the cheap, Law.
Yeah.
If you go out and just attack, I'm with AOC. Go get Jonathan Allen. I'm good.
Right.
Because now your defense at least feels different in the middle of that defense, John. Now, if you wanted to go, I like this pairing. Receiver, running back, linebacker. Or receiver, running back, D tackle. But I'm with John. Don't wait saying, oh, this is a deep class. We can get somebody in the fifth. That's how you end up with Deuce Vaughn. I like Deuce Vaughn. I don't love him.
But
Getting somebody.
I feel like that was a symptom of the coaching staff, though. I mean, to John's point, that is very true. That's very true. But also think about Mike McCarthy and how he thought about the run game. He would tell us that he prioritized the run game, but the results of the game and how they played out would show that he really didn't prioritize. He didn't run the ball until a bit later in the game to kind of make up for the fact that they didn't run it enough earlier. The draft was kind of handled the same way, where it was that sense of uncertainty of, oh, where do we get this guy? How much are we prioritizing drafting a running back? Oh, we don't really like running backs that much. Let's push it off a little bit. I think you got Brian Schottenheimer and this coaching staff. They're like, nah, we love running backs. Go get us a damn running back.